Welcome back to the upper tier, the football podcast we bring you each and every week on the Dynamo Podcast Network. This is our show, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, where we dissect down all the Premier League action from the weekend and we classify it as the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's start off with the results. First of all, let's run down through them. Starting with Friday night, Arsenal 3, Aston Villa 1. Great result for Arsenal. Let's get into Sundays. Chelsea 7, Norwich nil. Crystal Palace 1, Newcastle 1, Everton 2, Watford 5. Massive comeback from Watford there, unbelievable. Leeds 1, Wolves 1, Southampton 2, Burnley 2, Brighton 1, Man City 4. Sunday, Brentford 1, Leicester 2, West Ham 1, Tottenham nil. And of course, the huge result from yesterday evening, Man United nil, Liverpool 5. Let's get into the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let's start with the good. When we start with the good, let's talk about Arsenal and Arteta. And Edu, it looks like the plan has come together. Smith Rowe looked outstanding. Laka looked outstanding. Different players starting to look outstanding there for Arsenal. Partey, really good as well against Villa. So it looks like their plan is starting to come together. West Ham continuing their good form by beating Spurs. Big result for them. Man City back to their best against Brighton. Game was put to bed literally after half an hour. Man City looked in total control, getting out of the blocks really quickly there against Brighton. Watford with an amazing comeback against Everton at Goodison, scoring 4 goals in the last 12 minutes, cementing a hat-trick from Joshua King and also finishing it out with a goal from the boy Dennis. Unbelievable comeback. Everton absolutely crumbled. Chelsea with a massive drubbing against Norwich, absolutely sending their goal difference electric. But what was more important is you're looking at them scoring about 35 goals so far this season. I think from about 18 or 19 different goal scorers, which is hugely impressive when you think now they're scoring goals up all over the park. Also, Liverpool running out 5-0 winners against Man United. A game that was really put to bed after 38 minutes. United never in the game, tried to match us in the press game, which is a really bad idea tactically. And after 38 minutes, the game was over really once the third goal went in. Mo Salah then picking up another goal just before halftime and a goal the other side of halftime to cement a hat trick to continue his run of record breaking. Absolutely incredible. Um, but really, the second half looked like a training session, really, at Old Trafford at times, you know. Let's get into the bad. Um, and nowhere else to start. Spurs still struggling under Nuno, um, trying to find the right blend. And up next in the league, they have Man United away, or at home. They have Man United at home, so that's a huge game for them now, and that's a massive game in terms of a top four or a top six. Spurs were to be able to beat Man United there, they'd really put some distance. So it'll be really, really interesting. But a huge game coming up for Spurs and for United. Villa is still flattering to deceive under Dean Smith. Defence needs some serious training ground time. Still leaking goals and still trying to find that blend up front. But let's get into the ugly. Where does the ugly begin? Let's begin first of all with Everton. Massive collapse at home. 12 minutes ago, 2-1 up, running out 5-2 losers. Josh King on fire there, and Dennis rounding it out as we said earlier. Serious work for Benitez to do there, especially in defence. Norwich, with Norwich, I think it's game over at this stage. I think they're just the real question with Norwich now is really, are they going to stick with Daniel Farke? They know that they're going down, but what are they actually going to do? You know, they can't seem to. They're getting absolutely thumped. You know, I mean, I think they've picked up a point or something so far this season. Really, really poor. You know, and then let's round it out with the ugly, of course, Man United. Um, Try to go toe to toe with Liverpool in terms of the pressing game, but they really don't have the players to play a pressing game. It's not their style, and a very dangerous tactic to deploy if you're going to play Liverpool on the counter attack with the pressing game that they play. Liverpool made this look very easy yesterday. Maguire, very, very poor. Shaw, very, very poor. Crazy moments when Pogba came in, 2-footed challenge on Keita had to go, red card, absolute petulance, really. Ronaldo never really in the game, had one or two chances, but nothing major. Bruno definitely off form, massive disappointment. McFred, that combination just, it's not, doing anything for United at the moment. But the game literally in the second half was a training session. If Liverpool wanted up the game, this could have been a lot more than 5-0. Very disappointing for Solskjaer now, under a lot of pressure. And it remains to see, is he going to survive? Are the club going to stick with him? Are the Glazers all in on Project Ole, or is it time to make a change with Conte and Zidane available? That remains to be seen. Liverpool certainly putting a stamp down to say that they're title contenders, along with Chelsea and Man City. As always, thanks for tuning in. This has been the good, the bad, and the ugly. If you want to drop your comments into the video, you'll get it there. Dynamo Podcast Network, Spotify for audio versions of the show. If you want to hit us up, you'll get us on Twitter at the_upper_tier. And also, you'll find us on Facebook and Instagram, the upper tier. Till next time, cheers, folks.